Hello, I'm here again with my chair, a seated workout. Got some beans with me today. I thought we could use them as weights, just to vary it a little bit. Obviously, if you haven't got beans, any kind of canned thing will do. So we'll start with them, just put them on the floor next to you, and just start warming up our shoulders. Breathing in to shrug the shoulders, breathing out to send them back down. So get rid of any tension there. Try and let them drop. Let them go. A few more. Okay, and then we're going to put our hands on our shoulders and start getting the shoulder joint moving a circular movement now. So your elbows are coming forward, your elbows come up, and then they go back behind you. So we go forward, up, back behind you. And you're opening up your chest as you go, letting the whole back move now. So you're rounding the back a little bit as the elbows go forward, and then you're lifting your chest as you send the elbows back. And your elbow circles are as big as they can possibly be. Forward, up. Don't worry if your elbows don't meet in front of you. You're getting them as close as you can. And then all the way back. It's time to try and take a deep breath as you come up. And then exhale as you curl in. Breathing into the ribs as you open up the chest. Okay, and then have your arms down by your sides. You're going to start rotating. I can't quite see my hands. I might move the camera. You're going to start rotating your hands. In and out. So you're turning, not moving the back to begin with. We're just trying to move the arm bones, rotating them all the way in, all the way out. If you can picture that when you're rolling your arm bones around, you're also rolling that ball inside the socket of the shoulder joint. So going one way, all the way the other way, making it go as far as possible. And making it a bit bigger. I'm starting to do it automatically. You want now your shoulders to feel like they're pushing forward and then feel like they're drawing back. So now the upper back is getting a bit more involved. Shoulders forward, shoulders back. On the side it looks like this, shoulders forward, shoulder blades back, shoulder blades, shoulders push forward, head of the shoulder pushes forward, shoulder blades retract back. We'll do a few more. Head of the shoulder forward, shoulder blades retracting back. Let's include the head in this. So let's look down as the shoulders, head of the shoulders push forward, and look up slightly as they draw back. So the whole spine is moving forward with the shoulders, pitching back with the shoulder blades. Pushing forward, looking down, back, looking up. Let's have one more. Pushing forward, looking down, rotating back. Chest up. Okay, we're going to take our beans now. Or whatever vegetable you happen to have. You're going to have your elbows tucked in, chest bone lifted. So if we lift the chest bone a little bit, you have good posture, then the muscles away. You're holding your weights so your palms are facing upwards, and then you're just slowly taking them as far back as they can go, and then bringing them forward. The important thing is they're going as far back as they can go, but only without bringing your shoulder blades any closer together. So what's not happening is my shoulder blades are not retracting now towards each other. They're staying really still. So the only thing moving is that upper arm bone is rotating and then coming back. Rotating as far as you can and then coming back. So try to keep the elbows and go backwards. Just the hands are going back. Okay. This time we're going to go to that point. Then we're going to stretch the arms out to the side, so the palms down. Then we're going to turn the palms up again and bring just the elbows as far forward on your sides as you can. Touch, reach out, turn the palms down, turn them up, bring the elbows, touch the front, well, not the front of the ribs, it's the front corner as the hands stay back. Reach out, palms down, palms up, elbows touch, palms down, reach out as wide as you can there, and then come back, touch. Reach out as wide as you can, come back, touch. So as your elbows are touching, your hands are trying to stay back, they're not coming forward at all. Reach out, the hands are going back, the elbows are touching. Reach out, elbows touch, hands back. We'll do a couple more. Good, okay. Now we're going to take the arms into this position. So we've done this before without the hands. We're bringing the hands up, putting them back down. So your elbows are resting on an imaginary table. They're not changing their height. And again, it's a rotating of the upper arm bones. So for that, your rotator cuff muscles are working. It'll be very difficult for your rotator cuff muscles to work if you're in this position. So really lift up the chest bone, keep the chin down. You don't want to poke the chin. We often spend a lot of time in this position. A lot of people spend a lot of time in that position, I should say. Chin down, chest up. You should be feeling your, maybe your shoulders, maybe your arms starting to work now. So let's stay here. Let's maybe just do little pulses going back with the hands, thinking of the elbows going forward. Elbows forward, hands back. It's going to be very small. Elbows forward, hands back. Keeping that chest lifted. And then rest your arms down for a second. Okay, let's just do some wrist circles while the arms have a little break. And we can, other direction, make them really big. Like flamenco. Going all the way around, and then the other direction, all the way around. Okay, we're going to pick up the weights again. Back to this position. This time we're going to reach up to the ceiling, and as you bring the elbows back down, I want you to take them slightly back and lift your chest up. So we go up to the ceiling. As the elbows come down, we go slightly back, and we lift the chest. We're not arching the lower back. Just a very subtle lift upwards of the chest. So elbows down and back, lifting up with the chest. Up with the chest. Don't mind when you breathe, as long as you do breathe. Maybe let's try inhaling as the elbows come down, the ribs up. Exhaling to take the hands up. Inhale, elbows back. Exhale up. So the elbows are going just behind me as I pull them down. And I'm lifting my chest bone up. Let's just do a few more. These make quite a difference actually. Okay. And then you can put them down. And let's just put one hand on your shoulder. And we're going to reach that same elbow up to the ceiling. Feel like you're trying to get it up to the ceiling rather than just continuing to take it over. Up, 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 and then come back. Let's actually, switch over. Let's take the other elbow up to the ceiling. Is that sitting bone still on the chair? You haven't taken it with you. Push that sitting bone down as you reach your elbow up. Okay, a little bit quicker now. Both hands on the shoulders. Reach the elbow up and then come back. Reach the elbow up and then come back. I want you to think as your elbow goes up that that same sitting bone is trying to stay down. Elbow up, sitting bone down. Elbow up, sitting bone down. Okay, a couple more. And then you can relax in the center. Okay, we're going to do one that not everyone will be able to do. So you're going to be perched on the edge of your seat. If you feel confident enough, you're going to have just the heels of your hands on your chair and you're going to hover your hips off. I say not everyone will be able to do it because some of you won't feel like your wrists are quite strong enough. Have a go. Your wrists will tell you if they're not happy with it. It's better, if I show you from the side, it's better if you've got your hands just on the edge rather than way back here. That's going to put more pressure on the wrists. So let's try having the hands on the edge. Feet are quite wide, well, they're a bit wider than hip width. And then you're just going to hover forward, taking your hips, taking your sitting bones just off your chair. Have a go at that, transferring the weight into your arms, lifting your chest up rather than being here. And then this time we're going to stay if you can, otherwise just keep hovering and going back down. And we're going to shrug the shoulders. So my elbows are staying straight. I'm just trying to push the chair away with the heels of my hands as I lift up. So facing this way, we're going inhale to sink, exhale to push. Inhale to sink, exhale to push. Aim for 4 more if you can. Push the chair away. Exhale, push the chair away. See how far up you can get with the crown of your head. That might have been 5 actually. And then you're going to sit down on your chair. And again, let's just shake the wrists out. Let's just flick the wrists. And we'll do a roll down now. So you've got your feet, again, maybe about hip width this time. You're sitting right on the edge of your chair with your sitting bones. You're going to bring your chin in. And we're going to peel down from our imaginary wall. So we're going to take the chin down first, taking the head away from the imaginary wall, taking the shoulders away from the imaginary wall, peeling them away. Then peeling the middle back away, then the lower back. Let your hands slide down the front of your shins and go as far as you like. The head hang. Then you're going to draw your tummy muscles in to help you come back up. Then your lower back against the imaginary wall, then the middle back, then the upper back, and then the head. And we'll do that again. So we go down with the chin, followed by the shoulders, the middle back, the lower back. The hands are sliding down the fronts of your legs. You go to wherever you can go to. Let the head hang. And then when you're ready, drawing your tummy in to imprint the lower back, the middle back, the upper back against that imaginary wall. And we'll do one more. Chin down, shoulders curl over, middle back curls, lower back curls, all the way down. Take a breath or two and then drawing your tummy muscles in to help start the way back up, getting the lower back, the middle back, the upper back, and the head. And I want to do one last thing, just a little stretch out for the neck and shoulder muscles. A lot of people have been saying they've been getting tight there. A lot of people have been saying they've been getting a bit tense and a bit anxious as this lockdown is rolling on and on. So let's try and stretch out those muscles. We're going to take your right ear very slightly towards the right shoulder. So it's a little tip. You're not going to force it over there. We'll see where it goes to. Then we're going to reach the left arm down. We're going to take the right hand and rest it gently on your on your left ear. Right hand, left ear. Keeping our back really upright, but just very gently encouraging the head to go over to the right. Not really pushing with my right hand. It's very, very gentle. In fact, most of the effort is coming from my left arm reaching away. That will be enough to create the stretch in the neck muscles inside the scalene muscles, which are also muscles that help to lift the rib cage when you take a breath in. So if you're breathing quite shallowly, it's another, because you're stressed, those muscles are going to also stay a bit tight. Okay, so then we're going to hover the right hand off your ear. You're going to imagine you're smelling your right armpit, and that's the position you're going to put your head in. Imagine you're smelling your right armpit. Then let your chin come towards your chest and rest your hand now on top of your head. And do the same thing there. I'm still reaching through the left arm. I'm keeping my back upright. It's just the head that's curled over. You might feel that in a slightly different place. You might feel that in your upper trap muscles a bit more. Stay there for a few breaths. As I've just said, it's important that you breathe out. You breathe slowly, so you give those muscles a chance to relax. Then you're not going to pop your head up. You're just going to, first of all, move your right hand off your head. Then you're very slowly going to bring your head to the center to look at your tummy. Then you're going to lift up, and then we're going to shrug the shoulders. So when you're stretching your neck, it's important not to just quickly ping your head back up, because when those muscles are stretched out, they don't have quite the same reaction speed. Okay, so now we take the left ear towards the left shoulder. The left hand is over on your right ear, and your right arm is reaching down. And breathing is so intrinsically linked to how we're feeling. You can trick yourself into feeling a lot calmer. You take some slow breaths. You can, especially if you try and breathe into your belly. Okay, we're going to take the left hand off. You're going to look as if you're going to smell your left armpit. Let your chin come towards your chest in that position, and then rest your left hand on top of your head, where we're going to stay again. And you're going to feel that gentle reaching to the right arm. And one side might be tighter than the other. You might want to stay a bit longer on one side. But make sure the whole time you're breathing slowly. You're certainly not holding your breath. And then again, we're not popping the head up. You're just going to take the left hand away. Slowly bring your head to the center to look at your tummy. And then lift your head up. And then just shrug your shoulders again. In fact, let's shrug the shoulders and clench the fists and take a deep breath in. And then let everything go. And do that twice more. Inhale, squeeze. And then even to your face as well. Okay. Well done. I'll see you again next week.